Hey guys, and welcome to Survive Together Development Update number 10. This update hasn't, there's not much changes involved in regards to what I've done. Mainly for the reason that I've actually been on holidays, and that was about 3 weeks I was on holidays, so, I didn't really get to do much, and I only spent about 2 to 3 weeks on the actual game itself. But what I did do was mostly level design, and a majority of level design, essentially level design takes up a majority of the time. I spent a couple hours here and there a day just on level design, and maybe a few little tweaks here and there in the actual blueprint code. Other than that, it hasn't really been much changes, but I have added a few new assets to the game, that of which some are cars, and I've actually got a bunch of cars here now. So yeah, most of these cars, they're optimized, they're done LODs and everything's done, collision, they work with the weapons, they detect hits and ricochets and everything, and also, you can change the color depending on what you want them to be. It's pretty easy, just a material instant setup, and I just made a whole bunch of color variants based off whatever I wanted. I could change them on the fly as well, I can add more colors if I want, but really, it's nothing too complicated. Another thing I did do is just to find a few tweaks here and there, mainly in the animation blueprint. I tweaked a few of the just essentially how it translates, or I think it's called like biometric interpolation, something along those lines of how it interpolates frame by frame basis. Just increase the delay a little bit and decrease it, and spend a bit of time here and there to stop some jaggy. When you run it, sort of your hedge jumps to the next animation, basically smoothed it out a little bit. Nothing too noticeable, just fine tuning. And another thing I did add, more or less a new feature, was that depending on the Z velocity when you fall, it essentially adds a little head bob on the sort of, I think it's on the pitch, yawn roll. So yeah, on pitch I believe it is. I don't know what that is. I think that's like the X or Y axis. I don't remember. But if you're looking down, you won't get the head bob. But if you're looking straight ahead and you land, you will get a mini head bob. But if you fall from a greater height, and depending on the Z velocity, as I said before, it will add more of a little bounce to the character's head. And also worked on the jumping animations, so it's not as dodgy, and actually made my own for the landing and the in-air animation based off of Maximo animation. I sort of modified it a bit. But yeah, that's pretty much the main update, and that's about it. There hasn't really been many changes to the game. More or less, as I said before, level design, and I can't really talk about level design because unless, I can't talk about every individual asset that's been placed on the ground. But I did accidentally, before I left on holidays, I believe I deleted something by accident. I really don't know how, or maybe something corrupted, because the folder that contained all the sort of buildings and some of the floor assets was deleted. So when I got back, I had to, basically the roads were gone, and some of the major structures and some walls were deleted, and I had to re-import those and basically replace them throughout the map. And there was probably like 1,000 different buildings and walls and roads I had to replace. And good thing I did record videos and put them on YouTube, because I was able to use that as a reference to go back and sort of say, hey, this is what used to be here and stuff. But it's still a little bit annoying, because I sort of got a bit lazy towards the end and started just chucking whatever I felt like was used to be there. But in the end, it worked out. But yeah, nothing much here, just some level design really. But yeah, next update, it'll probably be my 1 year development update. So I've been working the game for pretty much at the end, on the 1st or the 2nd of 2019. That's gonna be 1 year of full development in my game, and I'm quite happy about that. I've made quite a lot of progress. I'll probably make an update video on the 3rd month of this year, because I'm going to actually restructure and redesign my inventory system, and I don't know how well it's going to go, and if it breaks the whole game or if it doesn't. And it probably will break the whole game, and I have to rebuild a lot of mechanics from ground upwards. But the fact being that I've already done most of the mechanics, it's only going to take 10% of the original time, because I already know how to do a majority of the stuff. And I've gotten a lot better at blueprints, so I can optimize it, and also want to do a lot of blueprint restructuring and optimization and stuff like that. So basically, I don't know, that's going to be the next update, probably in a month or so. And yeah, I would like to change the inventory a lot, and how it is now, hopefully it's unrecognizable the next time you see it, and graphically it will look a lot better. and a lot more gratifying to move items around the inventory, if you know what I mean. Anyway, thanks guys for watching, and yes, that's the end of this video. It's been a short one, but yeah, thank you.